Hello, my terrific Taurus, and welcome to your abundance bonus reading for the month of May. I am going to do a quick abundance bonus reading for you, and there's a first card for us. We'll use a jumper here and see what your abundance is going to look like. So for those of you who have questions about careers, things like that, do take in mind this is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, check one of the other signs in your chart. However, if you do like this and you do like the abundance idea and the format, please do comment, like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help me grow my channel and it helps the other Taurus get to see this. So without further ado, let's get at it. We've already got one up there and let's get a couple more. This is kind of where you've been or where you are now. This row is indicative of kind of what you may not see coming, okay? And the last row is kind of Spirit's advice to you, or the universe's advice, or your higher divination, whatever you choose to think of there. So in getting started here, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this is really something that's saying that you're taking a step back, okay? You aren't really, really looking to make a big move right this second, okay? So maybe you're kind of, you know, you're not really on a settled foundation yet, and you're not really in the decision-making process. Maybe you've got some things that you're kind of already kind of looking at. You've kind of made a thought process on, but you're not 100% in that motion yet. But I do see the Hierophant here. So I do feel like for some of you, you know, you are kind of seeking higher divination. Maybe you are seeking some personal enlightenment as well, okay? So you're kind of thinking what's going to fulfill your soul, what's going to make you feel better, but you're also kind of seeking, you know, higher divination, higher thoughts, you know, what's going to help your family better, in terms of, you know, is the job just solely you're taking it or considering it, or this opportunity or this idea based solely on the finances, but it's going to take you away from your family, or is it something that's going to, you know, help you on both accounts? You know, so you're kind of like, I feel like weighing pros and cons in regards to that, okay? I do see Justice in reverse. So I feel like in that regard, it's not necessarily that you're not getting justice. I just feel like for a lot of you, you know, you feel like maybe you've been cheated out of some options here, okay? So I feel like for some of you, part of the weighing here is that you are going to have to give up some things for some others. And that's probably part of your decision-making process here too. So if you've been offered a potential position, if you've been offered a raise, or, you know, an escalated space in your current employment, or if you're deciding to maybe invest some things or take a leap of maybe possibly starting your own business, those kinds of things, you know, there may be certain things that you're going to have to kind of give up in order to get that. And that may be seriously where you're having to kind of look into your Hierophant, your, you know, spiritual, what's most important to you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and also seek your higher divination too. Because again, you know, if you have to really sink all your time into this and it's taking away from the people that you love, that's a consideration. You know, if you're having to put more money into it than you really feel comfortable doing to start a new business, because you're not sure if it's going to pan out or pay out, and it could put you on shaky ground, that's a consideration. These are all things that you might be considering. So I do feel like this is a situation where maybe it's going to, you know, these scales here might be off a bit, okay? So there's things that you're gonna have to balance out, and that's kind of where I feel like you are for some of you. You have the opportunities, you have the choices, but kind of weighing them out is a little bit more difficult or cumbersome than you thought. So let's see what we've got coming, or that you don't see coming maybe, or what's coming up. So I do see the Three of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you are going to have a little bit of, you know, maybe a little bit of struggle there, okay? Where there's a little bit of, you know, strife within your group, okay? It could be work people that you're having strife with over possibly, you know, some jealousy issues. It could also be your family. Again, they may feel like, you know, what you're choosing is not a good decision for them collectively. You know, you may be looking to take a job that requires you to move. You may be looking to take a job that's going to take you away from them as much, those kinds of things. So again, you know, certain things like that. It could also be, you know, again, that it's something where, you know, you just aren't able to celebrate as much or have as much time because it's going to be very time consuming, okay? So this could be something where, you know, you've decided to take on a position, or you do decide to take on a position, and it becomes much more cumbersome than you thought initially, okay? So that may be what you don't see coming, right? Is that it's not as great as you hoped, right? So it's really kind of cumbersome, wearing you down. You're not able to celebrate or enjoy it because maybe it's too much. Because the next card is the World card, again, in reverse. So I feel like it's an ongoing, you know, you're not really able to bring it to fruition, kind of see it through, get to that excitement, and that's under your Hierophant card. So again, I feel like this is something where, you know, as you're seeking your higher divination, I feel like you might want to think about, is this something that I can, you know, complete? Is this really a potential that I can actually, you know, bring to fruition? Am I coming out with outrageous ideas that are going to be too much for me? You know, am I taking on a job that's going to be way too much for somebody who also wants to have a social life, a family life, you know, this, that, the other? You know, am I trying to start a new business at a time that's, you know, I'm also pulled this way, this way, this way, and this way? Is this realistic? Because again, you know, the World card typically is like a successful fruition, and I'm not seeing you actually getting there quite as much as you'd like. So I feel like maybe this is like you've bitten off more than you can chew. Under your Justice card, where you're trying to balance things, you're trying to decide if things are going to be balanceable. This is your Wheel of Fortune card, and it's in reverse. Okay, so again, I think right under that Justice card, it's kind of telling you that, again, you can balance things, you know, to a certain degree, but, you know, if you pick the thing that maybe you want to do, and it is something that, you know, your family is not necessarily greatly cheering for or all about, you know, you have to realize that it may come back to bite you, okay? Because if your Wheel of Fortune consists of multiple things, you know, not just work, right? Not just your abundance, not just your investments, not just your whatever, and you have to pour your soul into this to even try to get it to fruition, you know, what else are you giving up, right? You're giving up a ton of stuff. And this was your concern up here, right? This is your concern. Can you balance it? Can you be justified in what you do? Can you give justice to your work and your family and your friends and yourself? Can you do justice to all of those things equally with these opportunities? Or are you kind of just going to be, you know, half baking everything? You don't want to do that, right? A job worth doing is worth doing well. And if you really can't give it your all, and it's going to take a lot to do this, then maybe that's not the job, the position, the idea, the opportunity for you to take. So keep that in mind, because I do feel like it is going to kind of turn your Wheel of Fortune on its edge, and you don't really want to lose the position. You don't really want to lose your family over it. You know, there's nothing you really want to lose because of this. The whole point of this is to try to grow your abundance, right? Not just replace one piece by losing a whole bunch of others, right? We don't want that. So let's see what Spirit's advice to you is, okay? So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? So I think Spirit is telling you, you need to come back into your people, okay? So if you are taking a position, a job, an investment, you know, you're considering moving away, you're considering taking a job on the road, you're considering getting away from these people in just the regards of you are pouring yourself into work and not spending enough time with your friends, family, whatever. Again, like I'm seeing here, it's under this Three of Cups in reverse card, right? You're not able to spend the time with these people. You're not able to do the things you want with them. You may not even be able to be around them as much if you're having to move away. This is Spirit, higher divination, communion of saints, whatever it is that you look to for your advice. This is telling you to come back into those people, okay? Do not take an opportunity over that. You will regret it, okay? I really believe that that's what it's saying. And I feel like that's kind of the theme throughout here, is that you're not doing yourself justice if you try to make everything about these opportunities, this job, this, you know, this new business, this new investment endeavor, this new whatever, because it's really going to take so much out of you that you're going to lose that part of you, right? So the next card is the Page of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands is an opportunity coming in, right? It's an opportunity with fire, you know, it could be very fiery opportunity, you know, something good, something exciting, something you like, okay? So what I would think that Spirit here is telling you, you know, your Hierophant here, okay, you're seeking higher divination, but here, you know, right under there is the World in reverse. And I do believe that's telling you, you know, you're not going to be able to get this to fruition, this job, this opportunity, whatever it is you're contemplating up here, is going to take too much out of you, or you're just simply not going to have enough gas in the tank to get that done and all the other things you want to be there for, okay? Yeah, you could get it done, but then you'd have to neglect so many other things. Really wouldn't be worth it to you, okay? I don't think you would feel like that was a success. You would feel like you were just changing obligations or, you know, abandoning one thing for another, okay? So I think what Spirit's telling you here, or whatever you're looking to is telling you, is that there'll be another opportunity to come in that is better suited for you, okay? So maybe hold off. This one might be better suited. This one might be more balanced. This one might be able to turn that world around. It might be something you can actually accomplish happily and easily, while also maintaining a balance of family, friends, social life, all of those things, okay? And then the last one is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And that's falling under your Justice in reverse and your Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So again, I feel like what that's telling you is, you know, this working with these people, this specific group of people here, okay, that maybe you were considering before. Maybe it was a partnership that came as an offer to you. Maybe it was some people who were asking you, hey, let's start our own business. Maybe it was, you know, people in a work department saying, hey, let's go, you know, we want to elevate you to this new division, new department, new whatever. Okay. I think really this is Spirit's way, or whomever you believe in's way of telling you that you would not work well with these people. These people would throw you off balance. These people would require too much of you. Again, they would suck your energy. They would not be, you know, very cooperative with you in a way that would make you feel fortunate, happy, fulfilled. They would take a lot out of you, which would affect the way that you know, see things, the way that you deal with your family, friends, the way that you have to spend your time, all of that kind of stuff. So again, I feel like, you know, from jump, this is kind of, again, telling you that's not the opportunity for you, the one that you're kind of seeing now. So if something is coming along right now, okay, if you've recently had a job offer, a promotion, a new idea for something's popped up. Hey, let's start our own side gig, our own business, our own whatever. Hey, let's invest in this and put some money in this, or get this startup going, or whatever. I think maybe you really need to really think about that. Search your soul. Think about how much work could be into it. And could you handle it and still be there for all the people that you really want to be there for? Okay. Yes, you could do it. We all know you could do it. Sure, you could. But could you do it and still be able to fully be present for all the other things you care about? Let's get your abundance cards, and let's get some clarifiers or some information here on what your abundance cards are down here for each row. Okay, let's pull 3 of these, one for each row, and kind of see if it gives us any more idea of what might be going on or what you can expect this month, hopefully. But I do see that there is an opportunity coming later in the month for you that is going to be a much better opportunity for you. Okay, so maybe, you know, even if you're kind of tempted by this, sit tight, or maybe kind of reach out to other people who might have something similar in line, or something kind of adjacent but not as immersive or all-encompassing, and might, you know, still give you an opportunity to grow or do something you want to do, but without completely taking over your life, right? So let's see what we've got here. Let's get one of each of these, okay? All right, so the first one we have love, okay? And I think this is definitely Spirit. Again, your higher divination, your communion of saints, your whatever it is that you personally believe in. This is telling you that you need to, you know, do what you love, okay? But again, all decisions should be made by making sure that you are taking into consideration all the things that you love, right? Okay, so again, you know, here, if people aren't celebratory, your family's unable to be together, to enjoy each other, to celebrate together, the people you love, because you're so busy, or they're unhappy with the fact that you've moved them off or taken a job and gone away, you know, with this 8 of Cups, you know, if you know, do that, or, you know, whatever, then, you know, really, have you made progress? If people around you that you love are unhappy, if you're not getting to spend time with the people you love because of this opportunity, is that really making progress? It's not. So this is what you need to consider, okay? consider all of the things you love, not just the business, not just the one side, because you aren't just a one-sided person, right? You are a multitude of things, and you want to do a multitude of things in your life and be a multitude of things in your life. Nobody wants to just be work and that's it, you know, a one trick pony. Nobody really wants to do that. So consider all the things you love and what can you be there or do that's going to allow you to be present for all of those, okay? The next one is karma. And again, I do believe that karma is going to kick in for you, okay? So I believe you have earned some karma points. And I believe that this is falling on this Page of Wands, because I do believe that by putting your family first, if you do, you know, put off this decision and you do say, no, I'm going to, you know, follow my heart and say that even though I may really want to do this, even though I may really think I'd be a success at this, I could do great at this, but I also know that it's going to rob me of quality family time or quality friend time or downtime or self-love time, me time, whatever that I really care about, you know, and you really take that into consideration, and you know, I think you've already earned yourself karma points in other regards, but regardless, I do think that karma will kick in, and that's where you're going to get this opportunity, okay? This Page of Wands that's going to come in later in the month, okay? So I don't feel like by, you know, kind of bypassing this first opportunity that you've got, or one you may have already been offered or is coming in very, very soon, I do not feel like you are going to be kind of like, well, I missed my chance, it's over for me forever. You know, I don't see that. I feel like karma is going to be on your side, going to be looking out for you. And whether it's later this month, time is fluid in tarot, or next month, whatever it may be, there is definitely another opportunity that's better for you, okay? It's under your Hierophant. Somebody is looking out, higher divination, karma, okay? All working together. The universe is working together, you know, working in your favor to come together. And I do believe it's going to send you a better opportunity for you, okay? That's going to work better with what you want, what your hopes and goals and path is, okay? And then this one is extraordinary, okay? And I do believe that, again, when you look at this, I do feel like, you know, if you were to take this position that you're looking at up here in this row, okay, I feel like it is going to turn your Wheel of Fortune upside down. It's going to throw you off, right? So what I do feel like is by pushing this away, this is Spirit or whomever you please, their advice to you is to kind of push away that opportunity, right? Those people that are wanting you to work with them, not because they're just not, it's not a good opportunity. It's not a good option. This one is a better option, right? This one's not going to be evenly balanced or justified. It's going to turn your Wheel of Fortune upside down. It's just not a good option, right? What they're saying is when you push that away, you are resisting that, right? And when you make room, okay, when you release one opportunity, you make room to receive this better opportunity, okay? And when you do that, I do think it's going to be an extraordinary opportunity for you, okay? Now, does that mean it's going to be a better paying opportunity? Not necessarily. Does that mean it's going to be specifically better on paper? If you were just to look at it as a random person on paper, not necessarily, okay? But is it better for you? Yes. It's an extraordinary opportunity for you because it's an opportunity that allows you to not only grow and be abundant in a financial and, you know, work sense, but also be able to have all these other things that you enjoy as well. Friends, family, personal time, all this other stuff that, you know, if you'd taken that first opportunity, you'd have been robbed of, okay? It would have really sucked everything out of you. So I do think that you will have another opportunity coming in. If you don't accept this first one, you will have one coming in. Could be later this month, could be next month, that kind of thing, but another one will come. Hold out for that. I do think that's going to be a lot better for you, okay? So I hope this did resonate with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, comment, all that other great stuff. Otherwise, I hope to see you back later. Bye.